Right, well, I've had a few questions asked about the review I did on the Nash Titan Bivvy, and to be fair, it wasn't a very good review, so I've done a part 2. So, one thing that I did get asked by a few people was the price. Now, I think the retail, and I'm not sure, I don't work for Nash, I just bought one and thought I'd do a review for people. But yeah, I think the retail at about 5,500, 600 quid, something like that. They're not cheap, but a nice piece of kit. Well, anyway, today, as you'll see, it's absolutely battering it down. And I'm in the Titan, as we speak. There's a leak. It's not raining too heavy, but it's been raining consistent all night. And I'll just go around the bivvy one more time. As you'll see, I'm able, because of the nice hood on it, I'm able to ignore all the paraphernalia hanging off it. I'm able to keep the door open without getting too wet there. I've even got one of the windows open. It's hard to see, but that is actually open with the privacy mesh on it, so I can see out quite nicely. Got the other side shut, but I don't need to see that end. And it's holding up really nicely. It's 4 years old now, this thing. Not waterproofed it, re-waterproofed it since I've had it. It's still holding up good. There's literally no faults on it at all. A little bit of paint come off here and there. But after 4 years, it's probably been up 150, 200 times, like I said in my previous video. It's doing really well. All the zips work perfect. All the pegging points, they're all still perfect. And it's been up in some bad weather. Got the inner ground sheet in as always. You don't have to have that in. You can strip all this back. You can strip the whole front off if you want and have it like an umbrella. The whole of that front section comes off. I leave it on. Same with the inner pod. The inner pod, that's just hung up on these, if I can get up there and see, on these clips all the way through. Stops all the condensation. Now, I keep this in all the time because it just really does make it a lot warmer and stops the damp, especially the ground sheet. The ground sheet's a real good quality one, as you'll see. And as you'll see there, I've got a indulgence bed chair in there. It's not the white boy, but it's the MF60, so it's a big one. It's in there quite easily, you know, and I've got plenty of room. You can quite comfortably get a moon chair in there if you wanted, or I've got my fridge in there, no problem. There's not a lot of gear in there, to be fair, because the van's only just there, so get the gear to a minimum. But as you'll see, it's looking good in the rain. Someone asked me how much they weigh. I don't know. I think if you look it up, you'll find out. I'm sure Nash will know. I'd guess it's about 15, 18 kilos. It's not light, but it's good thick material. The thing I like about it is I do a lot of sessions where I'm on night shift, so I want to get a bit of sleep in the day. So when I get these doors down, it's quite dark in here. It's not overly bright today, but as you can see, it is quite dark in here. The camera's actually doing a better job than my eyes are. As you see, I've got plenty of it's there. I've got a big bobble hat on, but if I sit in the middle of my bed, my head's just touching the ceiling. I'm not getting wet, it doesn't come through, even if you do touch surfaces like the old ones used to. That doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, plenty of room, and I can highly recommend buying one. But even get one on the second-hand market, they'll do you proud. They really will.